speaking teacher at the college. Pat, please share some insight on how you determine grades for your student speeches.
I determine grades by having 3 criteria at the outset, so that the students know what's expected when they're doing public speaking. And we do 3 speeches over the course of a quarter. They do an informative speech, a persuasive speech, and a special occasion speech. And in between, I do these things that I call pop-ups. And I try to choose things that are relevant to their lives. For example, on Friday's paper, Dave Riggs had an article about the bond issue for the high school here in Wenatchee. And I read the whole thing to them. I gave them 5 minutes to prepare a 1-minute persuasive speech in which they took a position about the bond issue. And they know that they're supposed to introduce themselves, they're supposed to have 1 or 2 arguments, and they're supposed to have a good conclusion. I need to tell you, I love this group that I have this quarter. They knocked my socks off. Every student in that class did not exceed their 1 minute. Every student introduced themselves. Every student had the components that were in there. So in terms of the public speaking, I think that when you're working with students, and I know there are other teachers here, if you are clear about what your expectations are, then people know how to aspire. And then you teach them the skills to do the research, to have a demeanor that is encouraging and that is warm, that they use effective eye contact, hand gestures, and it's wonderful to watch them from the beginning of the quarter to the end of the quarter, because as you all know, the fear of public speaking is way beyond the fear of death in the United States. People would rather die than have to get up and give a speech. So it's very gratifying to know and to have the expectation that every student will succeed. And it's particularly elevating to see students who came in were just scared to death, and then by the end of the semester their presentation skills are very competent. So that's what I do.
Thank you.